What's going on, you guys? I'm back here with a new video today, and today, you guys, my little brother Jerry, all the way over in Reno, ended up winning his locals. We've been waiting for this because he's been coming second place more times than I can count, just getting unlucky with tiebreakers and crazy stuff, but he finally locked it down, and he won with TRI-BRIGADE, you guys. Similar to Drytron, this is easily one of the best decks of the format. Again, it comes down to this in Drytron. It really depends on, the player base, the representation, and just the overall results. A lot of people would like to argue this is the best deck of the format. I can definitely see why. Revolt is a hell of a card. The deck's very consistent, and it just does what it needs to do in order to just lock down games. And yeah, my little brother ended up doing it. I'm super happy for him. I love to feature, not only family, but I love to feature all different kinds of lists. You guys already know that. But as always, we're going to go into this, and he also gave me a breakdown of his matches, so that'll give you guys some extra content and insight to how his games went. But as always, if you guys are new here, consider subscribing, hit that notification bell. You guys will be notified whenever I upload. You'll also be notified when I stream on Twitch. Like I said, I'm returned to Twitch, only streaming 1 to 2 times a week, but we'll definitely be getting a schedule in there. Link is in the description. Definitely hope you guys will follow and hang out with me when I do stream. If you want to support the channel, TCG player link in the description below. Whenever you're purchasing cards, if you're on YBM.com, use the discount code SLIM5. You save yourself 5% at checkout. And if you want to further support me and what I do over here on the channel, consider becoming one of my Patreons for as little as $1 a month. With all that out of the way, you guys, I'm gonna get into my brother's deck. I love it. It's super straightforward. This is the first time he's played 40 cards, I swear. Like, he is notorious for playing 42. I've even played 42 because of him, and yeah, I was actually shocked when I built this and he said this to me. I had to recount it a couple times. I was like, man, you actually played 40, and yeah, he played 40 and he locked it down. So yeah, shout out to you, bro. Super happy for you. So let's get into it. For his hand traps, you got triple copies of Ash, just the most generic hand trap ever. 2 copies of Valor. I love Valor. This format, similar to Imperm, just is so good in the mirror match. Just, it's not great against prank kids and decks like that, but it is good against hitting the Diviner. It's good against the mirror match, like I said, and it can just hit niche little interactions also in rogue matches. Triple Phantasme, another one of my favorite hand traps this format. You can literally drop this against every deck except Virtual World, and it's nuts. Like, this card is just crazy. Puts a body on board, helps you fix your hand and put back bricks. So this card is just insane. I love that he played 2 Ogre. This is what was unique. He decided to main deck Ogre. I know some players have just completely forgot about Ogre, but Ogre is nice. While it doesn't negate an effect, it does get a problem off the board, and that can come up. So I do like the fact that he did try this out and he found success with it, because this is a hand trap that really has gone down in playability. I think when Zoo was more around, people were playing this, but since Zoo isn't really around as much unless they're playing the Zoo Brigade list, Ogre hasn't seen a lot of play, but I love that he's playing it because it does give you that flexible option that other hand traps do not. He's playing 2 copies of Cat. Some lists play Cat, some lists play Zoos. He chose not to play the Zoo monster. He's playing Cat just to combo off, so this card's nuts. It can get Ash, but I mean, it is what it is. You just keep playing. You get your 3 copies of Fractal for your TRI-BRIGADEs. You get the 3 copies of Crosse, the 3 copies of Kit, and the 3 copies of Nerval. He just maxed out for maximum consistency along with the 10 keys, just so that you see your engine. Like, that's just all you need to do when it comes to TRI-BRIGADEs. Like, lists are pretty standard. I've seen some lists, I don't remember which one is, they put to 2, whether it's Nerval or Crosse, but anyway, maxing out on them, you see them, and you just, again, have maximum consistency. Along with that, he played 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity. This card's just crazy. Like, being able to just, dig for what you need is super important. If you notice how his extra deck is set up, his extra deck is quite unique. It's literally all Link monsters, and like, he does have some interesting cards in there, and you just can banish 3 or 6 depending on what you need to see, and being able to dig is super important. That's it for the spells. Literally only playing 6 spells, so you already know. Main decking Imperial Order. So many people want this card banned. This card is actually crazy. It's an FTK against so many decks. You draw this, like, you're in such a advantageous position. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I just have nightmares of literally getting Imperial Order in game 1. Like, it's nuts. But yeah, this card is crazy. Like, a lot of people want to ban, but yeah, card's nuts. Triple copies of Impermanence for the rest of the hand trap. He's playing a really heavy hand trap lineup, but that's the beauty of this deck, is that your engine is so concise that you literally can just play a bunch of hand traps and just have success with it. He's also playing 3 Strike, easily one of the best trap cards this format. Good going first and going second, and then 3 Revolt, because I mean, this card is soul charge. Like, why would you not max out on it? But that's for his main deck. He's actually played 40 cards. It's wild, but yeah, 40 cards in the main deck. For his side deck, 2 copies of Lancia. Comes up in the mirror match against Invoke decks, anything like that needs to banish. 2 copies of Droll. That's most likely for the Drytron matchup as well as the Invoke matchup. 3 Nibiru for combo. Drytron, like anything, that's just all standard. Then he plays a lot of 2 ofs, 2 2 copies of Droplets just to break boards, 2 copies of Lightning Storm just for extra back row destruction, 2 copies of Talents, gives you an out to Dragoon and helps you just punish your opponent because they're always going to try to Valor, Ash, anything they can against your Tri-Brigade monsters, and then 2 copies of Twin Twisters to round out all the back row hate. Lastly, we have his extra deck. You get the 1 copy of Access Code Talker to just end games. He actually chose to play 2 copies of the Double Dragon Lord. Now, I'm assuming with the way this is set up, if you notice how he has multiple Link monsters, whereas most of the extra decks will play only 1 copy, it's just so that he has his prosperity targets, and that's super important, and this deck can get away with that. He's got the 1 Appaloosa. This was the spice. He plays 1 copy of Firefighting Daruma Doll. I haven't really seen any list play this, but it's pretty spicy. A card gains 100 attack for each Beast Warrior Wing Beast monster on the field. Once per turn, you can target a spell or trap on the field, destroy them. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one of your guys that is banished in your graveyard and add it to your hand, so it helps you in the grind game. So a very interesting card. Hopefully it came up. 2 copies of the Doom Eagle, which I'll never be able to pronounce. 1 copy of All Mirage. 2 copies of Bear Room, 2 copies of Farajit, 1 copy of Rugal, and 2 copies of the Ominous Omen. That is the deck, you guys. Now we're going to go into his round. So round 1 was against Grand Maju. To me, it could have been the hardest matchup because banishing cards adds more fuel to the fire, but he was able to win basically because of Revolt. So he was able to win that match 2-0. Round 2 was kind of a free win, just took forever. It was Flower Guardians. Man, that deck could take forever if you draw good, but 2-0 nonetheless. Round 3 was against Striker. This is where it started to get interesting. So against Striker, he was 2-1. Game 1, he did what Striker does, grinded out advantage, nothing I could do. And then in game 2, I combo out and pot for 6, and the 6th card was Order, so easy win. Yeah, you guys already know. You draw Order against Striker, it's just game. That's crazy. And then game 3 was crazy, damn near passed back and forth for 6 turns. He missed everything off of area 0, which is wild, and I just drew hand traps over and over, but finally saw a try to end it. Crazy match. Yeah, definitely, especially when you don't see any of your engine, you're just hitting them with hand traps, and then eventually you just need 1 Tri-Brigade, you just get going, so it's crazy. And then round 4 was the Mirror, 2-1. Game 1, he just outpaced me. Game 2, Appaloosa, Double Strike, and Revolt won me that game. And then game 3 was pretty nutty. We both went through everything combo after combo. I made an access, but wasn't able to kill him. He went in after I dropped Lancia and Phantasmate him. He makes access and a 3200 Borbo, but I nibbed him and he passed. I then drew and I summoned Fractal and banished 4 to summon Omen for game. But that is it, you guys. That is my brother Jerry's first place Tri-Brigade list. Super happy for him. Coming out all the way out of Reno and just doing things. I just love it. I love to see, that I wanted to see this. I wanted to see some Tri-Brigade, a couple more Tri-Brigade lists coming up on the channel. A couple of the guys at the locals are starting to play it too, so it's awesome that we get to see this deck, have more success. Like I said, this and Dryton are the best decks of the format. To each his own, which one is better, and it's just crazy that, this is what our format has turned into, but definitely be prepared. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts on Tri-Brigade, this format, and how you're combating it, or if you're playing it, any special decks you're playing. Just let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and a special thanks to all my patrons. It's because of you, after all these years, I'm still able to make this type of content. Hopefully you guys will check out some of the videos that are suggested here for you, and just remember, you guys, it's not just a game, it's a lifestyle. Thanks for watching.